Good morning. Yes, I did just wake up, and so did Dominic. Hey. And no, I have not showered or brushed my hair. But today, we're going to make Eggs Benedict for breakfast. Seems like a fancy dish that you order somewhere where you pay a lot for brunch, but it doesn't have to be. This is going to be a very easy Eggs Benedict with a very simple Hollandaise sauce. For Eggs Benedict, you're going to need an English muffin, cut it in half. You're going to need some eggs, Canadian bacon, and for cooking the eggs, we're going to use a little bit of vinegar. For the Hollandaise sauce, you're going to get some eggs that we're going to take the yolks out of, butter, a little bit of lemon that we're going to get some juice out of, salt, and some people like to put in cayenne pepper. I also like to add garlic. On your stove, you're going to want to get a pot of water, and you're going to bring that to a low boil. If you're going to make more eggs, then obviously use a bigger pot. You get a pan in the front here for the Canadian bacon, fry that up. And then on the back burner here, I'm going to create a double boiler. No, this is not a double boiler. My brother stole the top portion of it and took it to college. So now I've got a small pan filled with water. Take a larger pan, double boiler. Bam. While our water comes to a boil, I'm going to take some Canadian bacon and toss it into this pan. I sprayed a little bit of non-stick in there. You can do non-stick, a little oil, whatever you like. We are about to do the Hollandaise sauce. I have a very simple and straightforward way to make it. Follow my steps. It'll be good. The water is slowly coming to a very low boil. Put the top on there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to toss in about a tablespoon to a tablespoon and a half of butter. All right, while the butter's melting, I'm going to separate my yolks from the whites. You can do this by just running it through your hands. And you want as little bit of the white as possible. Once you get that nice and separated, take the yolk, set it aside. My Canadian bacon is looking good. My water's where I want it to be for the eggs. I've got my butter melted for the Hollandaise. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the egg yolks. Add those bad boys in. What I'm going to do is get my fork or a whisk, break the yolks, and I'm going to start giving them a stir. I'm going to be stirring, and I'm going to stir until I start to get a different consistency, and I'm going to start seeing lines. Not seen them yet. I'm going to start seeing lines in the yolk, and that's an indication that they're cooked. So I'm going to probably be doing this for about 3 minutes or so. If you see it starting to coagulate, then you're going to pull it off the burner because you don't want a scrambled egg. I can see that the color is starting to change, and I'm starting to get the lines as I stir. At this point, the eggs are cooked, and I'm going to pull it off of the heat. It's nice and thick, and actually add a little more butter now. This butter has cooled. I'm going to pour it in and whisk at the same time. I need 2 hands. All right, now you can see I've got a nice, sexy sauce. At this point, you can add a little bit of your lemon juice. Put that in, and then a little bit of your cayenne pepper. Just a touch, because a little can go a long way. And then finally, hit it with a little bit of salt. Give that a little taste. Yes. We're going to put our sauce aside, add a little bit of vinegar to your water. It's going to help keep the yolks together. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to crack my eggs into a smaller dish, this one I've got right here, and then I'm going to use this dish to pour the egg into the water. Just give your egg a crack, dump it on in. We'll get the next one ready. And then dump it on in. Canadian bacon is done. I'm going to take my English muffins and give them a quick toast. My eggs have been in there for probably about a minute. They are about done. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to start plating. When I go to get the eggs out, I really like to use a slotted spoon. Just scoop it in there, pull it up, put it on the plate. It is early in the morning, and I've got to go to work, so no, there will not be a drink in this video. And I know I've told you all several times before, if you don't have a drink while you cook, then it doesn't come out right. And look what happened. These two are looking beautiful, but we lost one, which means Dominic gets Eggs Benedict today. All right, let's finish plating this with the Hollandaise sauce. Beautiful Hollandaise on there. Throw a little paprika on there if you want to get real fancy. And there you have some beautiful Eggs Benedict. And some for Dominic. There you go, buddy. Oh, he likes it. Hopefully when we cut in here, we get the yolk to break. Oh, and we do. Look at that. Beautiful.
Great breakfast.